this is for our students who are looking to master vocabulary. Now, maybe that's for the SAT. Maybe that's for the SSAT. Maybe that's just for life. And I shouldn't say just, that's the more important thing. Our binder has big word lists. Maybe you haven't ventured to the back yet. Please go there, okay? I'm holding the SAT verbal binder. The ACT does not have that because it's not as vocabulary intensive, but SAT and SSAT are. And I'll take you to the very back page where we end a block of P, Q, R, and S words. We save all the other letters for spreadsheets because we don't have enough room to print it all. So just looking at one page, here's how I would be looking to absorb. You'll notice that there are blanks to the far right of the page. So word, definition, and lots of blanks for you to record whether you got it right or wrong, and whether you did that the first time or second time or third time. The definitions are meant to be short. They are. They're really synonyms. And my goal is to have every student circle one of those synonyms, one that she or he thinks will be best retained. Usually it's a simple word, not another hard word. So at the very top, the word swindler, only used once, so not as important. The final column on the left shows how many times the word was used in the decade that we took these. Swindler is defined as a con man, a cheat, a defrauder, a crook. If you want to just take one of those, go ahead, say a cheat. Simple, circled, along with swindler. Let's say you know the next word, to swoon. Okay, you can skip it. But right afterwards, swoon comes up again as a noun. So you know to swoon is to faint. But now, a fainting spell, a blackout, rapture, those are all noun versions, and maybe that you didn't recognize before. All right, fourth word up, came up 8 times in that decade. Sycophant, Sycophant. It's also in bold. It's the first of the bold words, meaning even harder, ones that your typical 11th grader does not know. The prior words were ones that tough for 8th and 9th grade, but 11th graders usually do. So sycophant, it says a flatterer, a doter, a fawner. And just in case none of those words are really resonating, we have a mnemonic. That's the next column. And we don't fill in every one because they don't apply easily. But in this one, hoping to get a promotion, the office manager praised his boss every single day. The office manager was a sycophant, one who flatters, dotes, kisses up to. And the next word is sycophantic. Didn't get used as many times, just 2, but it reinforces what sycophant is: flattering, doting, or fawning. You can go down the column, skipping ones that you know. You say you know symmetry, you know symbolic, but there comes synergistic. And here comes our definition: cooperating, interacting. Circle one of those, and you are getting home to knowing it. So after working through a column, it's time to reinforce. Quiz yourself, cover up those definitions, and see how many words you are identifying well. Just being in the ballpark, just being close, is good enough for the SAT, probably good enough for you as well. You can note numbers you got right, numbers you got wrong. And if you do this on a spreadsheet, because we have electronic versions of all of these, then you can manipulate. You could sort by what you got right and what you got wrong. Just reinforce the rights, and spend an especially amount of longer time with the wrongs. Get these right and reinforce those. Whether you do a reinforcement later that day, or 1 day later, or 2 days later, that's your cadence. I wouldn't wait more than 3 days. I think you want to be reinforcing within 72 hours of learning. Otherwise, you're probably relearning instead of reinforcing. Try to lock these in. If you get a word right twice in a row, that seems pretty good, but you might revisit it a full month later. We have 5,500 words and counting, so we've got a long cycle if you want to get through all of these. Now, what if you get a word wrong twice in a row? That to me says you need a different way to remember it, and that may be the old-fashioned flashcard. Write it for yourself, word and definition in the same place. We don't like front and back so much as front and front, word and synonym right below. The back is blank, and you can do what you want with that. One thing that some people do is the mnemonic, that how I personally will remember this word. That could be on the back. You run into miserly, and you finally realize that it means stingy. How are you going to remember it? Maybe it's Uncle Marty, who was that stingy uncle in your early childhood. Maybe he's on the back. That's really going to rivet in what miserly is all about. Building these up, old-fashioned way, very good. And then here's the new-fashioned way, Quizlet. It's actually been around for about 20 years. Quizlet, a lot of kids use for learning a new language. Here, learn an old one, English. And learning that using the words you put in, the synonym that you put in, Quizlet will save them in a block. It'll scramble them so that you can get quizzed back in a way that helps you reinforce and kind of helps you challenge yourself. Quizlet.com is the place. Build your own list from there. We get you started. These words have been used and reused many times on the SAT. Good for the test and good for life.